In 2018, Geoff Esper broke a world record by eating about 15 slices of giant pizza in 10 minutes. Assume that the number of slices that Geoff eats is a differential function f of time t, and that f prime of 0 is equal to 0. Use a mean value theorem along with the intermediate value theorem to show that Geoff was eating at a rate of 1 slice per minute at some point while eating the giant pizza. So we know that in 10 minutes, Geoff ate 15 slices. So the slope of that is just 15 over 10, which is 3/2. So he would eat 3 slices in 2 minutes, or 1.5 slices a minute. We're given that f is differentiable, and we can use the mean value theorem. So the mean value theorem says the slope of the tangent is equal to the slope of the secant. The slope of the secant is this one right here. That's 3/2. So slope of the tangent is a derivative. That's f prime. And we're going to say that at some point in the interval from 0 to 10, so that should be clear here, because we're going up to 10 minutes and they give us at time 0. So it makes sense to say that we're going from 0 to 10. And so there exists a c such that the derivative at that point is equal to 3/2. Now, if I were to plot this this derivative, we know at time 0 it's 0 based off this thing right here, and at some point c between 0 and 10, the value is 3/2. Now, because f is differentiable, that means f prime is continuous. So what happens is all the values between 0 and 3/2 are going to be hit at some point. I don't know the behavior of the graph, but I know for sure by the intermediate value theorem that f prime takes the values between 0 and 1 and 3/2. We're guaranteed to get 0 to 3/2. It could go below here if you wanted. We just don't know what f looks like, but for sure 0 to 3/2. So at some point, it's going to cross f prime equal 1. So at some point along here, f prime is going to equal to 1. So let's say that there exists some a is a point in the interval such that f prime of a is equal to 1, and that's by the intermediate value theorem.